The main disadvantage of stepped wave inverter is the large harmonics of low frequency in the output voltages. Okay, so main disadvantage of the stepped wave inverter is the large harmonics of low frequency in the output voltages. Okay, the stepped wave inverter is fed and induction motor drive suffers from the following disadvantages. So first one is called due to low frequency harmonics, the motor losses are increased at all speed, causing derating of the motor. Understood? Due to low frequency harmonics, the motor losses are increased at all speed, causing the derating of the motor. So this is one of the disadvantages of the stepped wave inverter. And next, motor produces pulsating torques because of 5th, 7th, and 11th and 13th harmonics, which cause a jerky motion of the rotor at low speeds. So these are the different type of harmonics. Because of this harmonics, this motion of the speed of the motor is not in smooth operation. This controlling of this induction motor is not in smooth. Jerky motion of the motor at low speeds. Okay, next harmonic content on induction motor. Okay, harmonic content in an induction motor current increases at low speeds. This machine saturates its low speeds due to high V/F ratio. Understood? These two effects overheat the motor at low speeds, thus limiting low speeds to 40% of the base speed. So this is it. So it's having some disadvantages of step inverter. Okay, to avoid these disadvantages, okay, so the following disadvantages can be overcome by using. So that is called pulse width modulation inverter. These are all disadvantages can be eliminated by using pulse width modulation technique. Okay, these all drawbacks can be eliminated by using. Okay, the above drawbacks are eliminated by using pulse width modulation inverter. That's called PWM. So here some advantages of PWM inverters are. So harmonics are reduced, losses are reduced, smooth motion is obtained at low speeds. Okay, smooth motion is obtained at low speeds. That means it can be controlled smoother at low speeds without the jerky of the induction machine. Okay, harmonics are reduced, losses are reduced, smoother in operation at low speeds. So these are the some advantages of if you are using PWM inverters. Okay, so in this PWM pulse width modulation technique, okay, in this pulse width modulation technique, so instead of using 6-step inverter here, this pulse width modulation inverters are used. Okay, instead of using 6-step inverter here, pulse width modulation inverter is used. Okay, when the input voltage is DC, so what happened? The input voltage is DC. Okay, so directly this input voltage is fed into the inverter, PWM inverter. Okay, because of this input voltage is called DC, directly fed into the without using chopper. Okay, so by using filter, but through the filter, this filter is connected between the PWM inverter and DC supply. So like this, so whatever the ripples are present in, whatever the harmonics are present in input supply, that can be eliminated by using LC filter. Understood? The LC filter is to suppress the harmonics and also reduce the ripples. Okay, that is called LC filter. Sorry, and then directly the filter voltage is fed into the PWM inverter. The PWM inverter is control the voltage and the currents. Okay, with a proper way, and it is given to the 3-phase induction motor. Okay, so here this waveform of so in this inverter, this is a waveform of pulse width modulation. Okay, sinusoidal pulse width modulation by using this method it can be applied. So pulse width modulation here. So this called output voltage waveform of sinusoidal pulse width modulation. By using this method, the inverter output voltage and frequency can be controlled. Okay, this is a novel pulse width modulation techniques, sinusoidal pulse width modulation. Okay, by using pulse width modulation, the inverter output voltage and frequency can be controlled. Okay, there is no need of external control. If you are using this, there is no need of external control by by controlling the pulse width modulation. Okay, there is no need of external control. The voltage and the frequency can be controlled inverter itself only. Understood? The voltage and frequency can be controlled by inverter itself. Okay, PWM inverter. No need to another extra circuits. No need of external circuit. External control circuit is not required. PWM inverter is operating the voltage, variable voltage and variable frequency can be controlled by using itself only. Okay, by using a sinusoidal pulse width modulation. You know well, this is called sinusoidal pulse width modulation. So line voltage VR by, okay, so VDC and minus VDC, the time period, so like this. So by pulse width modulation technique, so this can be operated. If the supply is called DC, so when the input is voltage, this input supply is called AC. So okay, the diode bridge rectifier is using. So this input of the PWM inverter is called DC now. So to get DC here, the 3-phase AC diode bridge rectifier is used and is given to the filter, and filter to this output voltage of the filter is fed to the PWM inverter. Okay, so like this, this can be operated. Here 3-phase supply is fed to the diode bridge rectifier. The 3-phase supply is fed to the diode bridge rectifier. Okay, and it converts fixed AC voltage into a fixed DC voltage. This voltage is fed to the filter, and then the PWM inverter. Okay, fed to the filter and PWM inverter. The PWM inverter gives the variable voltage and frequency here, and then by changing the voltage and frequency, the motor speed can be controlled. Understood? So in this way, by using PWM inverters, we have to control the 3-phase induction. Understood? So this is about a voltage source inverter and a PWM inverter.